السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعزائي طلبة بريب 1 جريد 7. هنتكلم في الفيديو ده عن درس مهم جدا من أساسيات الماس اللي هو the repeated multiplication. The repeated multiplication is one of the most important math lessons. We have learned in grade 6 what is the meaning of repeating multiply and what is the form of the repeating multiply. Let's see what is the form of the repeating multiply. This form is called a repeated multiplication. 5 to the power of 3 or the third power to the number 5. 5 is called a base and 3 is called the power or the exponent. 5, the base, is the repeated number and 3 is the number of repeats. It means 5 to the power of 3 is equal 5 multiply 5 multiply 5, which is 125. In the same way, let's read these forms. 4 to the power of 2 or the second power to the number 4, which means 4 multiply itself twice, and 6 to the power of 5 or the fifth power to the number 6, which means 6 multiply itself 5 times, and 7 to the power of 4 or the fourth power to the number 7, which means 7 multiply itself 4 times, and the last form, which is 9 to the power of 1, which equal 9. And please attention, the number which has no power, its power is 1, and therefore 9 to the power of 1 equal 9. Now we have a very important rules on the repeated multiplication in the integers, which is the multiplication rule. In the multiplication, if the bases are equal and the powers are different, then the result will be the base with the sum of the two powers or the more than two powers. Just like a to the power of n multiply a to the power of m is equal to a to the power n plus m. Vice versa. We agree that the division operation is the inverse of the multiplication operation, and the addition operation is the inverse of the subtraction operation. Therefore, the rule of the division is the inverse the rule of the multiplication. A to the power of n divided by a to the power of n equal a to the power the difference between n and m. For example, 2 to the power of 3 multiply 2 to the power of 2, the bases are equal. Then the result will be 2, and we will find the sum of the two powers, which is 3 plus 2 equal 5. Vice versa. 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2 to the power of 2. 2 and 2, the two bases are equal. Then we will find the difference between the two powers. The result will be 2 to the power of 3 minus 2 equal 1, which is equal 2. Attention, this example is very important. That is, how can I prove that any number to the power of 0 is equal constant 1. 1 is the constant. Let's do it. 4 to the power of 2 divided by 4 to the power of 2. 4 to the power of 2 divided by 4 to the power of 2, the bases are equal, which is 4. And find the difference between the two powers, then it will be 4 to the power of 0. 4 to the power of 0 equal 1. How can I prove that? Let's do it again in another form. 4 to the power of 2 is equal 16. Divided by 4 to the power of 2 is equal also 16. 16 divided by 16 is equal 1. And that's why any number to the power of 0 is equal 1. Another important rule. What if the base are negative numbers? If the base are negative numbers, then the result sometimes will be negative and another will be positive. When the result will be negative and when the result will be positive, that is the rule. Negative x all to the power of n is equal negative x to the power of n. The result will be negative when the power is an odd number. If the power is an odd number. Now, and when the result will be positive number, negative x all to the power of n. The result will be positive, it's not written, x to the power of n when the power is an even number. Now, negative 3 to the power of 3. Negative 3 to the power of 3, the result will be negative because the power is an odd number, which is 3. Then the result will be negative 3 to the power of 3. It means 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. And another example, negative 3 all to the power of 2. Negative 3 all to the power of 2. The power is 2. It's an even number. Then the result will be positive. It's not written. Then 3 to the power of 2 equal 3 times 3 equal 9. Let's do the same thing on the Q, which refers to the set of rational numbers. The rational number is a number which we can put in the form of A over B. It means it has a numerator and a denominator. Just like A over B all to the power of n. The power n is the power of the numerator first, and second it's the power of the denominator. Then the result will be A to the power of n and B to the power of n. For example, half to the power of 2. Half all to the power of 2. 2 will be the power of 1, which is the numerator, and the power of 2, which is the denominator. Just like half to the power of 2 equal half times half. Now the result will be 1 times 1 in the numerator. 1 times 1 equal 1 to the power of 2. 2 times 2 is 2 to the power of 2. Another example. 3 quarters to the power of 3. It means 3 quarters multiply itself 3 times. 3 quarters times 3 quarters times 3 quarters, which is 3 times 3 times 3 equals 3 to the power of 3, and 4 times 4 times 4 is 4 to the power of 3. And that's it. But don't forget, any number, whatever the number, integer or a rational number, to the power of 0 is equal constant 1. Then A over B all to the power of 0 is equal 1. Let's apply the same rules on the integers again on the rational number. How can I do it? Let's take an example. Negative 4 over 5 all to the power of 3. The result will be, that's right, it will be negative because the power is an odd number. Then the result will be negative, and 3 is the power of 4, and also 3 is the power of 5. Now 4 to the power of 3, 5 to the power of 3, which is equal negative 164 over 125. Then the result will be negative because the power is an odd number. Another example. What if the number is not a fraction? It's a mixed number. First, you have to convert this mixed number to a fraction. How? Multiply plus multiply the whole number, multiply the denominator and plus the numerator, just like that's right. 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 1 equal 7. Then it's equal negative 7 over 3 all to the power of 2. Now negative would be positive because the power is 2, which is an even number. Then it will be positive, not written. 7 to the power of 2. 2 is the power of the 7. 2 is the power of 7, and also 2 is the power of 3. Then 7 to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 2. And finally 7 to the power of 2 equal 49. 3 to the power of 2, which is equal 9. Let's apply the rules of the multiplication and the division of the integers on the rational numbers. Now a to the power of n, let's remember it. A to the power of n multiply a to the power of m equal a to the power of n plus m. And the other side, a to the power of n divided by a to the power of n equal a to the power of n minus. For example, half to the power of 3 multiply half to the power of 2. It means half and half, the bases are equal. Then the result will be to the power of the sum of the two powers, which is 3 plus 2 equal 5. Another example, negative 2 over 3 to the power of 2 multiply 2 over 3 to the power of 5. The two bases are not equal because negative and positive. Then we have to deal with the negative sign first. The negative side will be deleted because the power is 2. The power is 2. 2 over 3 to the power of 2. 2 over 3 to the power of 2, the power is an even number, then the negative sign will be a positive sign. Okay? Then it will be 2 over 3 all to the power of 2 multiply 2 over 3 all to the power of 5, which is 2 over 3 to the power of 7, the sum of 2 and 5. And finally, negative 3 over 5 to the power of 3 multiply negative 3 over 5 to the power of 5. The two bases are equal. Negative 3 over 5, negative 3 over 5. Then it's okay. The result will be negative 3 over 5 all to the power of 8, and because the power is 8 is an even number, then it will be positive. Vice versa, in the division operation, half to the power of 3 divided by half to the power of 2. The base is half and the base is half, then the bases are equal. We will find the difference between the two powers because it's a division operation. Then the result will be half to the power of 3 minus 2, which is 1, is equal 1 over 2, which is half. Another example, 3 over 4 to the power of 5 divided by negative 3 over 4 to the power of 2. The negative number is a problem, then we have to get rid of it. It will be deleted because the power is an even number. The power is 2. The power is 2. Then it's an even number. Then the negative will be deleted. Then the result will be 3 over 4 all to the power of 5 minus 2 equal 3. Finally, 3 over 5 to the power of 13 divided by negative 2 over 5 to the power of 11. 2 over 5, 2 over 5, but there is one of them is negative. Then we have to deal with the negative. Negative will be not deleted because the power is an odd number. Then the result will be still negative number because positive multiply negative equal negative number, and 13 minus 11 equal 2. Then the result will be negative 2 over 5 all to the power of 2. A new rule of the repeated multiplication. What if there is a power over another power? Look at this form. A over b all to the power of n all to the power of n. Then the result will be a over b all to the power of n times m. If there is a power over another power, then the result will be the base and multiply the two powers. For example, 2 over 3 to the power of 4 all to the power of 2. Then the result will be 2 over 3 and the power will be 4 times 2 equal 8. And 8, the power of 2 over 3 will be the power of 2 and also the power of 3. Then the result will be 2 to the power of 8 and 3 to the power of 8. Another example, negative 1 over 5 to the power of 3 all to the power of 3. Then the result will be negative 1 over 5 all to the power of 9. 3 times 3, the two powers, 3 and 3, and find the product between them. Then the result will be 9. 9 is an odd number. Then the result will be negative because it's an odd number. It's an odd number, then the result will be negative 1 to the power of 9 and 5 to the power of 9. وبكده نكون خلصنا درس the repeated multiplication in Q. Q refers to the set of rational numbers. يا رب أكون أفدتكم، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.